That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Spurs leading by 14. Parker outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Then for the Spurs, Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. 2 minutes. Into Diaw, puts up the baby hook. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Diaw's got 7 now in this quarter. And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then-record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning, some of that is the new CBA, but regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000. And they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. .132 left in the first half of basketball. That cuts the lead to single digits. Livingston's got 5 now.
You know, Kevin, he's not always looking to put up big numbers, but he's doing a nice job here.
Now Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Spurs leading by 11. Into Diaw. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for him.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
Major blunder, and you're right, a terrible time for that to happen when they're trying to chip away at this deficit.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Mills passes to Duncan. That's good. Duncan's got 6 points.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Here's Bellinelli. Here's Diaw. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Duncan off target with the free throw line Jay. And here is Barnes. No good from space. It could go. Can't get it to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Spurs. They lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing them.
This past offseason, the Spurs found themselves with a bit of wiggle room akin to the salary cap.
For so long, Kevin, they've been able to only make moves through the draft, and with minor adjustments, things they really do well, but the flexibility was new to them, and I'm sure they'll take full advantage of it.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs, not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. An incredible run. Thanks, Doris.
Well, for the Spurs, who knows what the future holds. It's an aging team, but they do have some players to build around. So they could have gone in any direction with their cap space.
Spurs leading by 12. It's Parker with the drive. And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
With the Spurs and their offseason options, it's actually going to get more flexible after the end of the 2015 season when they can practically build their entire team from scratch. Almost 0 salary commitments for them at the end of the 2015 season. It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Parker with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And that one's good. Parker.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Leonard on the wing. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Steph Curry last season was 7th in scoring and 3rd in total assists in the NBA. He had the 4th most three-pointers over a season in NBA history, a year after he had set the NBA three-point season record. Not too bad for Steph Curry.
Just 5 to shoot. Curry brings the double. Parker outside, and yes, sir, that one drops. Parker's got 16.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And Curry, Steve, already in his 6th season in the NBA, the Warriors franchise leader already in three-pointers made.
Yeah, Warriors fans obviously hoping he will one day retire in blue and gold. And by the way, that's how I feel too. But listen, this guy just incredible from the three-point line. And he became a superstar last year, really emerged as one of the best players in the NBA.
Warriors trail by 19. Can they get it? And he gets it to go. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Green up on top. He's covered by Thompson. Parker with no one around, and it's San Antonio with another.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb. Guys, here in the second half, they're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
The drive by Green. Tries again. Splitter misses.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss. Well, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Leonard with no one around. Great positioning on the putback. And that's now 8 points for Tim Duncan.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them.
And great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball. The Warriors, a team with big ambition, from their plans for a new arena to a highly successful D-League team in Santa Cruz. This is a team on the rise.
1:49 left to play here in the third. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another miss by Curry. Leonard kicks to Green, and that one's good. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Thompson against Parker. He kicks it to Green. 13 feet away. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
And the Warriors miss again.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board.
And don't forget, on the road, too.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And Parker with the block. But they get it back. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot. You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and Steph Curry with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Both teams will make substitutions. .24 seconds left to play in the third. Mills with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the basket by Diaz.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Livingston, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Mills.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Just great assists like the one we just saw.
Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Rush out there with Livingston, and it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. They swipe it. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Livingston, no luck.
That's a bad shot. He's not a good three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to him?
And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rush gets the bucket.
Guys, this is the second season since the league returned to a 2-2-1-1-1 finals format. It was a unanimous decision at the time, and I haven't sensed any regrets. The feeling was, and continues to be, that the top seed deserves to have Game 5 at home.
Bonner, he's checked in for the Spurs. Austin Day comes in for Manu Ginobili. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Bonner's shot good. And now with Clark, every NBA team flying charter flights, travel much less of a concern with that 2-2-1-1-1 format.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the fact we went back to that. It makes a lot of sense in this day and age. you don't give an advantage or disadvantage to either.